we sent Pamela Graham shopping with Pamela Stephenson.
Shopping, for Pamela Stephenson, is a serious business. Deadly serious. The zany comedian finds nothing funny about the chemicals in pesticides and growth stimulants used on much of our fresh produce. As a founding member of the British-based Parents for Safe Food campaign and a mother of 3 young children, Pamela is passionately angry about the hidden ingredients in fresh produce.
The food industry spends billions of pounds and dollars and yen a year telling us how great our food is. So it's not surprising that a lot of people are sucked into a sense of everything's all right. They walk into the supermarket and they see beautiful, shiny, look at the gloss, look at the lighting, under the great lighting, and they think, hey, that looks fantastic. And it's very easy to be deceived by the eye.
We can't see what is on our fruit, we can't taste it or smell it, and there are no signs in supermarkets to say what pesticides or growth enhancers are on the produce we eat. But we can test for it, and that is what Pamela Stephenson is here with us to do. Buy apples and apple products and have them tested for ALAR, or diminazide, which is sprayed on apple trees to prevent early fruit drop, increase size and make fruit firmer.
It's been withdrawn. There's been massive publicity about ALAR, about the links to cancer, about the way in which it breaks down into another product when it's turned into juice or puree or applesauce or apple fillings, all those apple products that children like to eat. There's been massive publicity about that. So, hey, growers and farmers and supermarkets, surely they're being responsible. Surely we're not using it anymore.
That was Pamela the optimist talking. Whether or not she's right will be seen in the tests we are having carried out by the Analytical Reference Laboratories in Melbourne.
The American Environmental Protection Agency, the EPA in America, said some years ago, this is an actual quote, there is a direct and inescapable link between the use of this chemical and the formation of life-threatening tumours.
ALAR is banned in the United States. The British government is refusing to relicense its manufacture, but it is not banned in Australia.
Why? Why? Why is Australia lagging behind the rest of the world? I suspect, to be perfectly honest, I suspect that ALAR is still being used in Australia. We have to be so vigilant. We are going to have to mobilise. We are going to have to go to our supermarkets and we are going to have to say, you are going to have to give me, you're going to have to give me assurances that your apples, that your apple juices particularly, your apple products do not contain UDMH, or I'm not going to buy it. I don't want to buy it.
Until we know what's in our fruit, Pamela urges consumers to buy organic produce and, where possible, look for the NASA certification, the National Association for Sustainable Agriculture in Australia. You've picked a nice big one, which is natural. The eye, you go to what looks good.
Exactly.
Some of those, though, would be the
These
size
are
of a golf ball.
Yeah. Listen, I mean, that's a beautiful little apple, and I bet it tastes wonderful.
But it's not as big. A child would go for the bigger one.
Yeah, but kids never eat a whole apple. You know, they play around with it. My, you know, sort of 6 down lot, you know, they just about get through one of these at one sitting.
It's the food we feed to children under 5 which most concerns Pamela. She is fearful they will become a generation of chemical children. Pamela cites American studies which show thousands of children will get cancer solely from the effects of exposure to pesticides.
I think we should test it. I'm hoping very much. I actually believe that Heinz are not using apples for this product that are treated with ALAR, but it's worth testing just to find out. I'm sure Heinz are far more responsible than that.
Pamela, does processing the apples or juicing them make it any safer?
Unfortunately, with ALAR, no, it actually makes it worse. There's a case for saying that ALAR, when it's just on a fresh apple, hey, it's not too bad. But when you take that apple and you cook it, or when you process it to make juice, the sort of things that kids regularly drink, then what you're doing is you're producing another product. It breaks down into something else, unsymmetrical dimethylhydrazine, which is the potent carcinogen. That's the stuff we've got to worry about. So, you know, you could say that it's more dangerous if we find ALAR in the juices, in the processed things like apple pie fillings, in any apple products at all.
So into our trolley they go, and along with other national brand apple products from around Australia, we'll have them tested over the next week to see if our apples and apple products are ALAR free, or if apples should really be a forbidden fruit.
I should stress that all